Hello, hello. Welcome to the official Hacks podcast from HBO Max and Same Boat Studios. I'm Jen Statsky, co-showrunner and co-creator of Hacks. Joining me are my BFFs and the other brilliant Hacks showrunners, creators, and devoted I've Seen It All listeners, Paul W. Dams and Lucia Aniello.
Hello.
Hi, love.
And later, we will be joined for the very last time on the Hacks podcast by the one and only Jean Smart, who plays Miss Deborah Marie Vance.
I love her. Episode 9 of Season 5 is titled The Garden. It was written by the three of us and directed by Lucia. And in this episode, we begin with Deborah promoting her MSG show on The Breakfast Club.
We're just working nonstop to make sure this is the best 9/11 that New York has ever had.
But come showtime, only one person shows.
Looks like I'm in trouble if you're doing crowd work tonight.
Deborah's team closes ranks and comes up with plan B to save the day and make Deborah's comeback show a reality.
Whoa, let me get this straight. You want us to put together a free stand-up show in Central Park with no prior planning, no infrastructure, and you want this to happen in 3 days?
Yes, Randy.
Yeah.
God, I love this business.
So one thing that I love about this episode is this kind of all hands on deck push to turn things around. Once Bob Lipka pulls his nasty bullshit, the gang rallies and does this for Deborah. And this push to get Central Park includes so many characters from our past. It's kind of this Wizard of Oz feeling of Deborah collecting all these people who are coming to help her. The I've Seen It All podcast that we introduced in episode 2. That is an instrumental part of how Jimmy and Kayla and Randy get the permit. We see Nico.
Shout out to Yamanika Saunders, who's so funny in that scene.
Child, I'm obsessed with Xena. Obsessed. I wore the leather armbands to the prom.
Okay, pop off.
Baby, I even named my damn daughter Aphrodite. Yes.
We see Nico Hayes from episode 3, Trisha Paytas. It's nice in a final season of a show to kind of get to bring back all the people that we love in storylines and tie them up together. And of course, Miss Weed, Laurie Metcalf, returns.
Love you, Dad.
Yeah, I love you too.
She loves me.
It's so nice in the end to see Deborah break this record and get her
It is
flowers.
deeply emotional, isn't
It's
it?
so cool to see all these people there for her. She had been worried this whole season about people not showing up and that not selling out and all of the things that she felt she needed to do to promote the show. And then she sold it out and then realized she was jaw ruled, that this guy bought all the tickets. How devastating for her, you know, in her, as he says, golden years, to have this huge show not even be a thing, not happen. It does feel really nice that just 3 days later, so many people show up for it. And yes, some of them were bussed in by Marty, but most of those people gladly came to see Deborah Vance and hear her speak her piece. And yes, she got a lot of help from her team, but they're there for her and it feels really good.
Okay, I love the pitch scene.
I do too.
It is, I think everyone is operating on a 10 out of 10. Paul, you make me scream with
Thank
laughter in this
you.
So
scene.
funny.
Do you have anything else?
She does. She's got, you have so many ideas that it's honestly, she's like Shakespeare on crack, but not on crack because she doesn't have a problem. But if Shakespeare were a woman, which maybe she was.
Maybe.
She is like that.
It is so funny. The Shakespeare.
So
And
many
then-
good improvised moments between you and Caitlin and Hannah in that.
And if
It was
this
really
is as good as
fun.
this is better than Friends, then you see that brief moment of panic, depending on casting. It's so
Because
funny.
Friends was very well cast.
Yeah, you realize you really overpromised.
Yeah, better than
And
Friends.
you're like,
Depending on
oh.
casting. Yeah, I had a really fun time with that. It's so fun to see Ava pitch, and it's also so fun to see what might actually happen, which is Caitlin says, this doesn't feel personal to you, because it's kind of not. It is a reboot
is.
of this show, and while she does a great job pitching the show, and I think
Truth
she's a very smart writer, you know, she's done a great job laying it all out, like it just doesn't feel like it's not sparking joy for her.
Yes.
And I really love, and we figured this out, I think late into season 5 writing, that Ava would pivot and make it more autobiographical because quite frankly, she would write something more personal that she's connected to. And what is more personal than her relationship with Deborah? And so what's interesting to me is that she's doing it not in a way that's like, I'm a comedy writer and I write for this famous woman. No, it's just about two women of different generations that live in this house. So it's her version of their story, but it's still IP.
Yes.
It's still the reboot of what Deborah did. So she's able to, in a way, continue Deborah's legacy because she started this show. It's the thing that made her famous, but also recontextualize it and make it deeply personal to her and make it about the relationship that we as a Hacks audience know and have watched for 5 seasons.
It's not like she's making Hacks. She
No.
really is rewriting Deborah's legacy with Who's Making Dinner in a way that feels, I don't know, I think it's like, in a way it is like, yeah, their relationship is the thing she's now putting on a pedestal. And I would like to think that show becomes a hit. But I think what really matters is that she's able to probably represent both of them in a way that feels hopefully very honest to who they are and who they become.
And she has so much material. I mean, the reason I think the idea was sparked was because Deborah didn't understand that she had to use a QR code and also wouldn't let her get a drink out of the minibar. So it's just like every day she's living material that can be mined for the show.
And it's really nice also to see the full circleness of how Deborah's work ethic has really seeped into Ava. And so when Jessica says, like, can you send me a one-pager? She's like, I've already got it. I already did it. That's very Deborah. She's already done the work. And
she pulled an all-nighter.
She pulled an all-nighter. And so Ava really deserves this kind of full circle moment in this episode where she gets the show.
Ava.
And I agree with Caitlin Riley's character. I think this is a better show.
It is.
Smart exec.
Welcome to the pod, a little lady you may know. Her name's Jean Smart. Hi, Jean.
Hello, Jean.
Hi, Jean.
Welcome back to the pod. Thank you for coming back.
Thank you. Oh my God, this is so fun. Are you kidding?
We're just hanging, right?
I know.
Talking. We're
I know.
processing.
I should have brought some wine and cheese.
Let's
They
do,
don't like the
let's do a
chewing.
bonus episode.
It sounds horrible, but it's so fun.
Yeah, we'll do a chewing ASMR extra.
That's okay. We get some good stuff.
And you actually do a little ASMR in this
episode 9.
with
Yeah, you're
Trish
eating
Paytas.
some
That's
crab
right.
legs.
Your mukbang.
Crab legs.
You guys seriously have to go see Deborah in Central Park. She's my best friend ever, and my literal idol. And if you don't go see her, you're a loser.
I agree.
Forrest, your son, was very excited about Trish Paytas.
Oh, he went crazy.
And I think the crab legs, he was also excited.
Oh, they were delicious. I had some.
Oh,
They were
Lord,
really good.
that was good. I grew up on great seafood up in Seattle, but those were intensely amazing.
Yes.
But yes, he was very excited to meet the Property Brothers, although he'd met Drew on a plane when he was little.
Oh, wow. Old friends.
But to meet Trisha, he flipped out and brought
my
a friend
God.
who was out of her mind. She was
That's
so excited.
so
And
good.
Trish is so sweet.
Very sweet.
Well, I love in that episode that it is very Wizard of Oz. And you were there, and you were there, and you were. All of these friends come together to help Deborah. It's really nice. We got Trisha, and we have Weed, and we have
Chris
Marty,
Briney
and we have
comes
Chris
back.
Briney comes back as Nico Hayes.
And of course, you finally squashed the beef with Joy Behar
Oh, yes.
in this
Thank
episode.
goodness.
Yes.
Joy,
Yeah.
I have to apologize. You would know the difference between a Margot and a Merlot if I smashed it over your head. And I think that toasting with a glass of iced tea is just pure class.
Thank you very much. And I'm sorry I got you put on the terrorist watch list.
That was you?
Yeah.
That was a long time coming.
It really was.
She was very cool. And
Yeah.
we decided that we need to play blackjack together sometime.
Oh,
great.
Right.
Oh, wow. People are going to go nuts. Deborah
Yeah.
Vance and Joy Behar.
Yeah.
Playing
Like
blackjack.
blackjack?
She, when we came there, she goes, okay, so what is this? You make fun of me on the show? Yeah, right. I didn't know the context. I'm like, we're not making fun of you. We think it's
Your
funny. You guys
rival.
would have a long-standing. She's like, all right, what am I saying? She was like, she was so
funny.
game, and she obviously did
Yeah.
it. And it was so nice. I know you recently went on The View, but it was funny trying to fill in the blanks for her. And also, we have a mutual friend, Susie.
Whoopi. Oh, Susie. Yeah,
Susie Essman,
Essman, yeah.
who is,
God, I love her.
our family.
Yes.
And Susie and Joy are very good friends. And so
Yes.
I'm thinking Joy's thinking I'm family, and she's not.
She's going,
Well,
who
maybe
are you?
post-Hacks. No, she's in the
Yeah.
Hacks family. She's part of our.
Yeah, no, I want to play blackjack with Joy.
I would have loved to watch
But if
that.
I say
I'd
hit
love
me,
to.
she might.
I want to be at that table.
If you could do like a live Twitch stream of that, people would definitely
People would
be
love
watching.
it. Yeah, just do Instagram Live.
Yeah.
Yeah, do Instagram Live, throw a
be
camera
great.
in the corner. Now that's must-see TV.
Yeah. That's good bonus content.
Well, let's start talking about the opening montage where you're preparing for MSG.
Deborah's very disciplined. So yeah, it's all about the skincare, the voice, the everything, the endurance.
You know what I loved? We did have you do some riffing and ad-libbing when you're like, you know what? I think this is too far upstage. We're going to move this downstage 3 feet. You know, I love that stuff.
Yes.
Because it does feel very lived in. It feels very real. It feels like someone who's done theater and it's like,
Good.
this is what we're going to do.
It was
I
AL,
love that.
It was almost lifelike.
It was absolutely L. It was capital L. It was lifelike. It was great.
I would say it was full L.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
it
love
was
that.
Completely L.
I love that stuff. It feels very cool. And also, you were introduced to our good friend, Jumi Song, who does incredible facial work.
Yes.
We're going to call
that
it
is not
facial
an
work.
actor in the montage. That is an actual facialist, incredible body work.
Yeah.
She does microcurrent lymphatic drainage and like facial massage.
I think you were
Just
enjoying
incredible.
it that
She's
day.
definitely gifted.
She is.
And
She
she
is.
was also prominently featured in 5'2", the Lady Gaga documentary, because she worked on Lady Gaga for years. I think she still does,
really?
maybe.
She
now.
does still, but she went on tour with her every day. And so she's in the documentary doing almost exactly what she's doing to Deborah.
And also, there is a Lady Gaga reference in the montage when you are saying, you know what, this lining isn't working, we're working on it. These are the kinds of things that are making me nervous. That is a line from the Lady Gaga documentary. Because, and you know, we actually talked about that documentary a lot in general because it is such an it's right before her Super Bowl performance. And you just see her rehearsing and practicing, and you see somebody who is so talented but disciplined, just like Deborah Vance, somebody who's
Works
so,
very, very hard.
Yes, and puts a lot of pressure on other people, but puts even more pressure on herself. And I think that's so true for Deborah.
Yeah.
Season 5, we love finding new gears for Deborah, things we haven't done. I think Amazing Race was a fun new gear. I think having the Nico Hayes love thing, you know, it's so out of character for her to be so smitten with somebody so quickly. And it's so different. But I think that's part of what we love about it is being like, yes, you don't think that this is something she would do, but isn't it fun that like she is that way for this experience, even just for a moment?
Yeah, someone said that online. They said it was so fun to see them so giggly together.
Yes.
Yeah, having a girls' night. It was really cute. I love that scene.
It's so, yeah, for us, this was really a fun season to get you to just try out different gears and different things and try different stuff. And
yeah, no, I loved this season.
It's so fun.
I think 1 and 5 might be my favorites.
Me too.
Totally.
I think 1 just because everything was new.
Sure, yeah.
It was just
and you're establishing the
so
relationship between them.
crazy.
But it is also, you know, the Deborah-Ava relationship has evolved so much. So one step forward, 2 steps back. By the time they get to season 5, I like to hope and think it's very earned that they're on the same page for so much of it.
Oh, totally.
Of course, it's not necessarily completely lovey-dovey through the end, but it was another new different thing, which was nice.
It's satisfying after
absolutely.
such a long journey they've been on of friendship and working and betrayal and all that like they've reached this point in season 5.
And it wouldn't have been as sweet if we didn't have season 4.
That's right.
Oh, no, absolutely. And that was timed perfectly in the evolution of all of that stuff.
Did you have the most fun this season?
I think so. I think because, I mean, maybe season 1, too, like I said, because everything was new.
Yeah.
But yes, it's like when you have the luxury of this much time to live with a character and you kind of know how she'll react in certain situations and the audience knows, that's when it feels really fun. I mean, it's not like being on stage where you get the audience reaction, but yeah, you know that the audience is getting a kick out of situations that they even see coming now. You know, it's like looking at the banana peel on the stairwell. You know?
And in the end, you know, when she's in Central Park and she is performing, and you see some of the jokes, but it really feels like you're with Deborah in that moment and watching her have this really. You know, she hasn't performed for at least 18 months. She didn't know if people really cared about her. This kind of public fallout brought to you by Bob Lipka has really kind of, I think, shaken her confidence.
Oh, yeah.
And she gets out there, and it just feels like a really special, beautiful moment with her in the crowd. And it feels like you don't see how the show goes. I don't think it matters how it goes, even though I'm sure she killed. But it's because I don't know, it just feels like a very heavenly moment.
Yeah. We all thought she got her white whale with the talk show. But then Madison Square Garden is like kind of like the cherry on top.
The ultimate, yeah.
Yeah. And to see someone you've been rooting for a long time get that's always satisfying to watch.
And to know she finally is going to get to speak her piece after all this time to that massive crowd is just, it's really impactful when you see it.
Yeah, when she finds out that they actually broke a record for the park. It's like,
Yeah. And of course, she cares about MSG because it is a goal. And as we've said, Deborah loves a goal. She loves working towards a goal. But it isn't really about MSG. It's really about her feeling like people want to see me and I want to talk to them.
Yeah.
And that's really what it's
That's
about.
actually why I think that was so smart when you see her lose that and you see her actually really defeated for almost the first time. Truly defeated that moment with Bob where you're thinking, good, fine, you win. You know, it's like, and then to see her once more reinvent that moment and say, I don't need this. I don't need this.
Yeah.
And she means it.
Yeah.
She means it.
She misses that crowd. She just wants the crowd and to talk to her crowd.
It really is about her relationship with her audience. And so much of her life has been dictated by that relationship, which we do, cover this season.
Yeah.
And one thing that was really cool, so we did a screening of episodes 1 and 2. And in episode 2, when Deborah is saying to Ava, I think my fans were my friends and they were as much in my life for me as I was for them. But then I met you and I didn't need them so much anymore. The audience, you should have heard the audience. Oh, it was so sweet.
Oh, really?
Awes, yeah. It was so. It's crazy to watch the show with a crowd of people. It's really wild.
Right. And there's the immediate thing you think of, which is I get to hear people laugh and we get to experience the laughs with them. But then also that moment Paul's referencing, it's so the moments between Deborah and Ava especially that are emotional, the way people react in the moment. It's so lovely to get to be in a room and feel that.
What have you seen?
I haven't seen anything past what's aired.
Okay, cool. That's fun to watch it as people watch it.
Yeah.
So, but basically, what do you get cuddling up on the couch? You got popcorn. What's your setup?
I'd Joe over.
Sure.
Oh, he loves it. He's
and he's great in this episode.
He's
Well, yeah,
laughing.
we should speak
That's
about
right. We should
his
speak about
cameo
him.
in this episode.
That's right. Oh, that's right. That's right. Yes.
He was dating another windsurfer, and I stole him.
Took me away.
I blew his mind.
It's wild.
Totally.
Crazy behavior.
Ava's mom's new man
is dating my beau.
Your beau, Joe Pacheco.
My beau,
who
Joe
plays
Pacheco.
Nina's boyfriend.
Lucky bitch.
And here's a fun fact. We ended up cutting the line about the fact that he's wearing a bisexual pin for her as an ally. So he's just wearing a bisexual pin and it's not explained.
Yeah, it's never addressed.
Not
It's
everyone
never
noticed
talked
her
about.
now,
He's just
but-
wearing a bisexual pride pin.
For the viewers and Barbara, there was a line where she's like, "Nice pin. Are you bisexual?" And she says, "Well, I guess we could play it right here."
Oh, I like your bi pride pin. Are you a member of the tribe?
Are you saying he's bisexual? Ava, don't call him bisexual. He's not trying to replace your father. There's no need to lash out. No, I told you this.
Nina just told me that you were, so I thought I'd be supportive.
That's really nice. That is. Thank you, ally. How was your guys' flight?
You were there on set that day where the unbelievable Jane Addams
The woman's a force of nature.
She is a force of nature. She is so dropped in and she's just going obviously a lot of it is scripted, but some of it is just not.
She is a whirling dervish,
The scenes are very alive. With Miss Jane
kudos
Addams.
to Joe for rolling with it and
Yes.
being like, I'm in. You know what I mean? That's a challenge.
It was very fun to have you come to Village and watch. 'Cause, you got to see it live.
he thought that was really fun that you let the actors kind of improvise sometimes because he said most shows they just you're a guest on the show and that's just no it's just get it done. Let's move
And
it
he
on.
improvised too. He's like, "Oh, really? All that? Who should there was a lot of just riffing there that we did."
Yeah.
So let's talk about Lori Weed Metcalf.
I woke up flat on my back in a bed, not a chair. In a motel in Juarez. My hair was in cornrows. My eyebrows had been burned off. And I was holding an Apple TV remote. But all the room had was a Roku. What is that?
Weed, do you know where this name came from?
I don't.
Season 1, we were shooting at the Ebell Theater, which is where Deborah had her residency.
That was the Palmettos Theater.
The Palmettos
Right,
Theater.
right.
And there was a stagehand woman who worked at the Ebell who said, "Hey, how you doing? My name is Weed. Never
Yes.
touch the stuff." And
Yeah,
that is
so
how
that's
we got
ripped
the
from the
name
headlines.
of Weed.
Lori, when she did season 2, at the end when we wrapped her, she said to us, "Please don't throw out that costume because we might need to come back," which was really cool. And Linda Lowy, who's our casting director and is essentially family with Lori, she called and said, Lori said that she asked you not to throw out the costume. I got to tell you something. She's never done that before.
Wow.
She's like, so if you guys have some, and so we've always wanted to bring Weed back in some way.
Oh, it's just such a funny character.
We briefly talked about, remember, her being the stage manager for Late Night. In
I
season
remember
4.
that. You told me that.
It was just we never really had a full storyline for her, and
Yeah.
you couldn't just. She's not available. She's not the kind
not
of
an
person who's just
extra.
available.
She's
to
very
just be
busy as
there.
one of
Yeah.
Earth's greatest living actors.
Yes,
We
yes,
couldn't
yes.
really have her for a full season.
And she was on Broadway when we were shooting, and so we got her on a random day, but then it rained the day that we were supposed to have her. So we replicated the backstage on our Universal rehearsal lot. Do you remember?
Yeah, we had to shoot that separately.
So the wide is different than the overs of what we shot.
Right. That whole thing was done to be able to shoot Lori.
Mm-hmm. You know, when somebody like matches your freak on set, does that feel different? You know, when somebody matches your freak. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, and I think Lori is somebody who matches your freak. I think Hannah is somebody who matches your freak.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? Is it like, it's got to be a turn on in,
it
in
is.
acting
No, it
sense.
is. It's like a tennis match that's
Yeah.
that's evenly, you know.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No, she's amazing.
She really is. You know what?
Who is the worst? Can you imagine? What actor?
What actor sucked?
We got lucky.
No, we got really
everybody.
lucky.
Of course,
you guys knocked it out of the park with day players and even under fives. We're all great.
We did get lucky.
We really
had
did.
some great people.
Okay, here's a fun fact of Lori's scene when you watch it. Here's my backstory for the character's hands. I believe that all 10 of her fingers are broken in that scene because the way she moves them throughout the scene, they are undulating. Is that a word?
Yes.
In a way that is so... I can't even believe the way her hands move in the scene.
How interesting.
And in my backstory, her hands have been crushed over and over and over by heavy
Perfect.
boxes.
Yeah,
That's perfect.
And that's why she can move them in
Right,
ways that
right.
aren't supposed to move, and it's incredible.
Rather than AL, I would say it's AD, almost dead. It seems like a corpse.
It's just every time you see them, they're in a new position.
Yeah.
It's
Oh my
like,
God,
it's
that's
unbelievable.
interesting. I hadn't noticed that.
Watch everybody, back it up, hit play again, and watch just her hands. It's a masterclass.
That
incredible
That's
choices.
amazing. But that's a great idea for her backstory.
Yes.
Yeah.
They've been smashed over and over, and they can do things, inhuman things.
But her on the bus, what season was that?
2.
Season 2.
And she can't lay down just to sleep sitting up. It's so crazy.
There's so many phrases in Hacks that Paul and Jen and I use on a daily basis.
Yes,
that we just
they
say
become part of our daily vernacular.
lexicon.
Yeah.
And one of them that she's looking for Ava, who's like trying to buy a cell phone. She goes, "Where is she?" And it's so funny. And we say, anytime I need to find anybody, I go, "Where is he?" Or, "Where is she?"
Yeah. Anyone who's late, anyone who's not around.
Where is she? And it used to be when I was breastfeeding, which I did not that long, but I would imagine that is what my child was saying when he was wanting to breastfeed. Where is she?
When he was crying and hungry.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's one of our many's. Where is she? Well, thanks for making a show with us.
Yes, thank you, Gene.
Oh my
I know.
God.
We were just saying we want to do more podcasts so we can just hang out more with you and Adam and
know.
Hannah and everybody. It's really hard. It's been getting harder and harder for me.
Yes, we've been going through some deep stages of grief. And you said this when we were shooting. You're like, it is a kind of a death. And that is kind of what it is, which is very sad. It's just, there's so much happiness, of course. There's so many feelings, but it is that. There is a real grieving process. I've been saying that it's kind of like breaking up with like a soulmate.
Mm-hmm.
And you can date other people and it could be beautiful again, but it's like in some ways it can never be the same, especially, you know? And
but you know that you can't go back.
Yes.
Yeah, right.
So you try to go out with friends and have dinners and you try to exercise and you try to get fresh air and do all of those things. But in some ways it's like that's just something that we're reckoning with, you know?
Of course.
But truly making this show with you has been such a special part of my life.
Thank you. No, I mean, I owe you guys so much. And I knew that first day when I read the script, you know, I thought this is everything I could hope for, you know.
Well, you made it even better.
Well, you don't have to say that.
You did.
You did.
Of course you did.
It could have only been you.
No, but I mean, how you guys managed to raise the bar every season, that just doesn't happen.
Oh.
It just doesn't happen.
Thank you.
I don't know how you
Thank
did.
you. And
We
so
tried
did you.
really hard.
Yeah, we tried
And we
really
were
hard,
really-
and you are so excellent that we wanted to raise the bar to give you work worthy of your talent.
It is like we were saying with Lori and anybody who matches your freak. It is like when you're inspired by the people that we got to work with. It's like, how could you not make every scene incredible when you have people like this? Or at least try your best. Attempt to make it incredible so that someone like Gene Smart, someone like Hannah would get so excited to come to set and do it, you know? It was our responsibility, it felt like.
An
you know?
honor.
Yeah, and our honor to do it.
I'm glad Hannah and I kind of made you guys happy. 'Cause, you know, I knew you guys had been living with it a long time before we even came aboard. So,
5 years. Isn't that weird?
know.
Yeah. It's been 11 years since we thought of this idea.
Yeah,
Wow.
more than a decade of our lives.
Yeah. It is like a kid.
Mm-hmm. It's like
You know,
sending your
there are
kid off to
moments that
college.
are hard, and it's like there are moments that you're exhausted, but it is a joy.
It was a long pregnancy.
Yes.
Thanks for coming on the pod, Gene, and thanks for being on this show with
Thanks
us.
for being Deborah Vance.
For being
Gene.
on 5 seasons of Hacks.
Thanks for being as Jimmy, my client, Deborah Vance.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Do you have a Schaefer and Lusac hat?
Oh, one of these. This is Jimmy's company.
I don't.
We gotta
Do you have
get
any
you
one.
extras?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. We'll get you some.
We'll get
Because
you
I'll
one.
give you this one.
Because I can't wear the Hacks hats out in public because I look like a
Yeah. This is
But this
perfectly.
is perfect.
If you know, you
This is
know.
good. This is
That
low
sounds
key.
familiar.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
it's who
Then by
reps
that
you.
I'm gone.
Yeah.
And it's your
exactly.
manager. you
Yes.
know?
Yeah,
I
it's
love
perfect.
that.
It's perfect.
We'll get you one.
Oh, because I have all these great hoodies and hats that I
Yeah.
can't wear in
I
public. I,
know,
can only
it's
wear them in the
tough.
house.
I mean, it's
Yes.
kind of fun to wear a shirt with your face on it.
I know people go, oh, really? You don't get enough attention?
Well, come on. Have a little fun, why don't you?
Really?
And that is it for episode 9. This has been the Official Hacks Podcast with Lucia Aniello, Jen Statsky, and me, Paul W. Downs. The Hacks Podcast is produced by HBO Max in collaboration with Same Boat Studios.
Our executive producers are Gabrielle Lewis and Barry Finkel. Our senior producer is Emmanuel Hapsis. Our show is mixed by Hannes Brown, and our technical director is In-Sung Huang. Special thanks to Michael Gluckstadt, Allison Cohen-Sorokach, and Kenya Reyes from the HBO Max podcast team.
You can watch all of Hacks on HBO Max, and we'll be back next week, dun dun dun, to dig into the series finale. Until then, au revoir.
Excuse me, do you two beautiful boys know who you're talking to? That is the queen of comedy!